Welcome, y'all.
Hey, Hannah.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. Getting over the anxiety of doing the intro. It's fine. I'll drink more. It'll be good.
What are you drinking?
I don't know. Something in the fridge.
It looks like
I was wondering
Malibu
what it
from
was.
here.
A mystery drink. It's one of those cocktail things in a can. I don't know.
Does it taste good?
Mm-hmm.
And we also have Kyrstin with
Hey.
us. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. What are you drinking?
Loaded tea and vodka.
Loaded tea and vodka. I'm looking for something on my phone because I told someone I would give them a shout out. And okay.
Okay, so I always thought loaded tea meant it had alcohol in it. So when I saw people drinking them on their way to work, I
You're
was
like, what the
really
hell?
confused.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, you can't even taste the vodka with these.
Are you trying to tell me that if something is loaded, you wouldn't want to drink it on the way to work?
I wouldn't because I would think it had alcohol in it. Well, actually, maybe that's
I'd probably
why I
drink it
would.
either way.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. I want to give a shout out to Lanyap Medical Coding. And you can go to their website, Lanyap Medical Coding Academy. They are at lanyapmedicalcoding.com. And you can learn medical billing and coding online at your own pace.
That's cool.
Open enrollment. You can start anytime. Materials are included. Tutoring available at no extra charge. No due dates, no deadlines.
Damn.
You learn on your own at your own pace. And it's affordable. So their motto is giving a little extra to tomorrow's medical professionals.
Ding.
So there you go. Hit Rachel up over there
Go ahead.
at
Rachel.
Lanyap Medical. Yeah. Yeah, Rachel's going to be doing some research for me on Derek Todd Lee. So I've wanted to do that story, and I've had trouble finding enough information.
Well, that's cool.
She's going to take care of that for me. Okay. Randy Richard, Patreon.
Go,
Yep.
Randy.
Randy, I know I didn't say your name last time, and she phonetically sent it to me in case I
Did
didn't.
she?
Yes, and I know it's Richard, but I wasn't sure off the top of my head when I was going last time
Shame on you.
if I knew her last name. But she has that Louisiana Land Bank, and she's a loan officer, so y'all can call over there. They are in Port Allen, 225-749-3522. That's Randy.
Randy gonna hook you up.
Louisiana Land Bank, financing all things country. I like that.
Yep.
So they do farm equipment, I would assume, things like that. You know, I'm sure Randy will send me an email and tell me what else.
Yep.
There we go. So how are y'all?
Good. Glad it's the weekend.
Fantastic. It feels like a holiday
Why?
because it's the first home game for LSU, so everyone's in their outfits,
And
all out
everybody's
and
so
about.
cheery and chipper.
Yep. And it's my best friend's birthday, so it's just, and my birthday's always a holiday. So
May I say happy birthday to your friend?
Of course.
Savannah. Have a tequila for me tonight whenever you're celebrating your birthday.
Her alter ego when she's drunk is Tequila Tammy, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Was that before she ever met me?
I think so. I think it
You'll
was,
have to
but
clarify that this evening.
I will. I'll verify
I
my
need to know.
sources.
Yes, I definitely need to know. All right, we're going. Anything new? Did I forget anything? Okay. 2011 is where this story's going to end up.
Okay.
Not too long ago. So what was going on? Alec Baldwin was kicked off of a flight for refusing to stop playing a cell phone game while the plane was parked at the gate.
It was Farmville, wasn't it?
It had to be. I mean, I don't know.
Or Candy Crush.
Yeah.
Candy Crush.
I forgot about Farmville.
The last Harry Potter movie came out. I know you know the name of it.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me.
It's the Deathly Hallows, Part 2.
That's it. And also in 2011, Oprah Winfrey's final episode on her talk show.
How many cars did she give away?
I don't know.
I know, and she has her own channel now, huh?
Yes, the Oprah Winfrey Network. Yeah,
That
own.
network.
Yes. So that's what was going on.
2011. Okay.
That's when Blaze was born.
Really?
I was 12.
I'm not even going to try to do the math on how old I was. Okay, we're going to talk about a woman named Lisa Harnum. And she was born in Toronto, Canada, June 12th, 1981. So what year were you born, Hannah?
98.
What year were you born?
91.
So she's older than y'all for sure. Okay. She was an extrovert. She loved to dance. She was beautiful. She was full of life. And when she was 24, she decided to move to Australia. From Canada.
What?
Yeah.
Polar opposites.
There was a man she was interested in.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Of course.
I don't know much about him. He's not going to be in the story.
So don't ask questions.
So don't ask questions. But her plan was to go there to get a job and also be with this man. But I guess the man didn't work out. But her mom said that she was scared to leave because she had never been away from her family, her friends. But she was also excited. She had an older brother. His name was Jason. They were very close. They had a single mom growing up, so they relied on each other a lot. So they were very, very close. And her family and friends said that she always had a smile on her face. And again, she loved to dance. I think ballet was her main. She was really pretty. I'll show y'all a picture.
That's not what came to mind when you said she loves to dance.
More like what I do at the club.
Yeah. In the club.
In the club. Okay, so we're going to go to 2005. When did she decide? I think that's when she first went there. She moved to Sydney. She loved Sydney. She said that Australians were her people. Like she had found her place. She said her brother said she fell in love with the weather, the ocean, the city itself, the people, and he was happy for her, you know? Eventually, her work visa expired, and she decided she wanted to get her Australian citizenship.
Okay.
And she decided to work in the field of cosmetology. She attended beauty college and excelled.
Nice.
She was very, she put on her makeup. She was glam. She was pretty.
She was a girly girl.
Yes, she was a girly girl. Exactly. Well, by January 2010... Lisa was looking for a roommate, a flatmate, as they call it. And she met a man named Simon Gittany. Initially, they were just going to be roommates and friends.
Right, because it works out like that, huh?
Yeah, but
Every time.
they got along great. And the more she got to know his friends and family, the more she just, I guess, felt comfortable in starting a relationship with him. And Simon was very outgoing, very flashy, loved to work out. He was obsessed with going to the gym. So he's a good looking guy.
Yeah.
You know, for a pretty lady. So.
Two pretty people.
Yes, two pretty people. What I found strange was that she didn't know exactly what he did for a living. She knew he was some type of salesman, but that was the extent of it.
Salesman,
huh?
That just, I don't know. Okay, but it didn't matter to her because he was supportive of her and
he paid his bills.
Yeah, he loved her. She loved him. She found what she needed at that time. What?
It's just so wild. Like,
I know.
We're together, but I don't know what he sells.
Yeah.
Probably drugs.
Yeah, that was my first thought.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Or organs.
Trafficking. If he's like
Ooh.
rich and flashy, he might be selling people.
Because there's no money like drug dealer money.
You say that like you know.
I mean, I don't know personally, but I know that's...
I'm going with organs.
You're going to sell organs?
No, that's what
that's what he was selling?
Yep.
Okay. Well, in the
on
summer...
the side.
On the side.
Yeah.
In the summer of 2010, she went back home to Toronto for a wedding. But y'all, she didn't go to the wedding. She went a little bit after the wedding because Simon didn't want her to be around other men.
Oh, here we go.
Here we fucking go. So Simon made it clear that she was supposed to only spend time with her family and her, not go out partying with her friends.
That would have been my reason to go way early. No lie.
I just, we've had domestic abuse situations before and controlling situations before on the podcast, and it's not one I can wrap my brain around.
Yeah.
So another peculiar thing, Simon, before she left Australia to go home for the wedding, he gave her a new iPhone.
Of course he did.
Once she got through customs at the airport in Toronto, she had to turn the phone on and she was instructed by Simon to always have the phone on. He wanted to call her at any given moment.
Yes, sir.
And he wanted to know where she was and who she was with. And he texted her constantly, and when he called, he expected her to answer.
That's so annoying.
He was tracking that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, while she was home, Lisa was invited to a party with friends. Remember, she's not supposed to go. Her cousin was also going to this party, and her cousin was a girl. And she called her cousin, and she was like, please take the invite off of Facebook.
Yeah.
If Simon said, that's how she got invited.
Basically, she's playing Simon Says her whole life.
Oh,
Yes.
I like that.
Well done. This
Well
whole
done.
story, I did not think about
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So she called her. She was like, I'll come to the party. Just please take it off of Facebook. I can't, like, Simon's watching.
Like, don't tag me in that
Simon
shit.
says no.
Yes. Simon says no to everything. All right. Also, while she was there visiting, a separate occasion from the party, she went over to her cousin's house. And when she got there, she told her cousin, I can only stay for 2 hours. And during that visit, Simon...
It's my buffer time.
I don't know.
That's weird.
Like, maybe he's asleep in these 2 hours because of the time difference. I don't know.
Yeah, how was he keeping up with her?
So while she was at her cousin's, Simon called her and texted her several times. 2 hours, y'all. Several times. So finally, Lisa was like, I have to go back home.
And then what? Oh,
To her
yeah, no,
mom's
I never
house.
left.
To her mom's house, right? And there was a friend of her cousin. His name was Nick. And he was like, I'll give you a ride. We're
Right.
going that way. The whole time in the car that Nick was driving her back to her mom's house, she had to be on the phone with Simon.
Oh, my God.
It was crazy.
That's so weird.
I
Yeah.
want to know why he just didn't go in the first place.
That's true.
I don't know.
Maybe he thought it would be more fun to be able to control her from where he is.
That's a good point. Okay. So finally she gets back over to Australia after her visit to Toronto in November. In November 2010, Lisa texted her mom. And this is exactly what it said. Time for me to grow up and wear big girl pants now. This relationship sure has changed me a lot. I'm much calmer than I was before. Domesticated, conservative, and dainty. I bought a whole bunch of flat and casual shoes and no more cleavage.
What the fuck?
Like, you can picture what she looked like before. She was a girly girl. Heels, dresses, all that. Makeup. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that were my daughter sending me that text.
Be like, are you in danger? It'd be so weird.
Especially the way they had all just seen her with
Yeah.
the phone and him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Simon was buying all of Lisa's clothes. He made her get rid of her fancy clothes, her dresses.
You got me fucked up.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
It makes me mad. He told her what to wear. Like, she stopped wearing makeup because he told her. She wore button-up shirts all the way up, loose clothing,
To the top of the neck.
scarves,
Yeah.
you know.
Becoming Amish.
Yeah, basically.
like muted colors, black, gray, you know, just, yeah. Her brother, Lisa's brother, Jason, said it was like she was missing her flair.
That's
like,
weird.
She had no,
I feel like that's kind of like he can make her stop looking at other guys and stuff, but this was his way of like making other people to
Stop
stop looking at her.
yeah. You're right. Her mom felt like she was just giving up her own identity just to make
Yeah.
Simon happy. Yeah. So Lisa loved her job. Remember I told you she was at the beauty college. She actually, I think, worked there.
But you're not wearing makeup now and
Right.
all of that doesn't.
Well, one day he went into the beauty college and she was behind the front desk and he lost his shit. And he's like, why are you back here? Why aren't you? You don't need to work.
What?
That was it. She didn't work there anymore after that day. Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have wanted to go back to work if you went in and embarrassed me like that, though.
Oh, God, no. I would feel like I would have to.
I would
just to
stay
say,
out of sight.
that asshole doesn't
Yeah.
tell me what the fuck to do. You said what?
I said I would stay out of spite.
I'm drinking Redneck Riviera, by the way.
Oh yeah, we forgot to ask.
I know you asked us and we're just.
They're like, yeah, what are you drinking, bitch? Mm-hmm. So at this point in their relationship, Lisa she felt like she couldn't do anything right. I mean, obviously. He's got total control.
Yeah.
Now even her career has stopped. And she's not spending any time with friends. She's becoming more and more isolated. We see this
Which, yeah.
a lot. That's the way he controls them, most situations.
You don't need to work. I've got it. Now you stay at home.
Yeah.
Now you're dependent on
Yeah.
me for everything.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't even go anywhere because you don't even have a checkbook, you know?
No.
So her Lisa's mom got a text from her saying Lisa said she felt trapped and she missed her family and friends.
Oh.
And her mom wanted to go get her. But they had made an agreement that she's only going to go get her if Lisa specifically asks her to
go
come
get
and
her.
get her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when Simon saw the messages back and forth,
Oh, no.
yes, huge fight. I mean,
Why the hell you didn't delete that shit?
I don't know. It's 2011. I mean, I don't know. How savvy were we with stuff in 2011, 12 years ago?
I don't know, but you can delete a whole message.
Yeah.
Shit, even now you can click and delete one.
Yeah, but
Little
even
bubble.
back then, like you could just
Yeah,
delete the
swipe.
whole thing.
Well, they always fought and argued a lot, but this really turned it into this particular exchange between her and her mom turned it into a huge fight. But despite the tension in the relationship, they decided they were going to move into a new home.
Oh, that sounds great.
They thought it would give them
Let's fix it.
a
Fresh
clean,
start.
Yeah.
fresh start. Yes. And they moved to like a very nice high-rise apartment building that overlooked Hyde Park in Sydney. Like it would be affluent, you know, it's upper
Yeah.
echelon.
Bougie.
Bougie. Yep. Well, when they moved in, Simon fit the entire apartment with cameras all inside. And I know you've been on the show before where you and I have talked about you can't deal with
Yeah.
cameras inside the
I
house.
can't either.
Because I don't want you watching me existing. Like,
And that's kind of what
What
he
are you
did.
looking
You can go online and see videos of her just sitting
that's weird as
in the
shit.
apartment. It's creepy. Yeah. And these were like tiny pinhole
She probably didn't even know.
I don't think she did. I never got the idea that she knew that he had put cameras in the apartment.
Which is even more weird.
Whole new level
Yeah.
of control.
Yeah.
Okay. Christmas 2010, Lisa went back to Canada to visit her family for Christmas.
By herself.
Again, by herself. Her mom remembers picking her up at the airport and she was just in this loose, plain clothing with no makeup on. And she seemed timid and docile.
That's weird.
Remember, she was outgoing, fun-loving, dancing. I mean, like, she was all these things. Before she left, she made an agreement with Simon that she would only see her immediate family.
What the fuck?
During the visit. This is his text. Listen to this. When she gets there. Please don't let any guys talk to you today. And please don't look at any guys, as your eyes should only gaze on me.
Ugh.
The one. He called himself the one.
The ick.
I want to slap him.
That's yuck.
Yeah, during her visit for Christmas, her brother Jason's like, "Is everything okay?
Well,
I would have packed my essentials and not went
dead
back.
ass.
I am here for you. Do you need any help?"
Clearly, he has a fear of Canada because he never goes with her.
But-
so I would just stay there.
I think, like you said, he was just playing this
Yeah,
game where
it
he
was
could
more
see if
fun
I
for
could
him.
control her halfway around the world. Okay. Lisa told Jason after he asked all those things, she's like, "I'm fine. Everything's fine." He's like, "I love you. I'm
You
here
should
for
have just
you."
attached a GoPro to her and just
Right.
streamed it the whole damn time. Don't talk to. Don't you look over there? Like,
Well, it kind of was that bad because while she was visiting home, only her family, right? Her and her mom went out to dinner, and she had the phone with her, of course, and it was on, and her mom had to take a picture of what she was wearing with the phone to send it to Simon.
fuck
Did
that
you have to like
shit.
get the newspaper too, and so he knew it was the same day? Like
FaceTime.
hold a plastic
Like, what
spoon
the
upside
fuck?
down.
So the phone, I mean, it's like another form of abuse with her and this whole control with the phone thing. Okay.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
he's the only one that can contact you on this phone. Fuck that phone.
Well, I mean, her mom contacted her on it, but he's obviously looking
And,
at
yeah,
the phone.
in control of it.
But could you imagine if she would have let the battery die on the phone?
Oh.
How much of a shit show that would have been? Okay, anytime they went out, her and her mom, like if they went shopping or anything, as soon as they would leave, Simon would call her. What are you doing? Where are you? Who are you with?
That's so fucking weird.
And her mom, she told her mom, how does he know? Like, my every move, he knows. She couldn't figure it out. Well, her mom tried to talk her into staying and not going back. But she said Lisa was scared and she went back. That's a whole nother fucking reason to stay.
Right. You're scared and now you're going to go back to where you're scared of?
When you're out, essentially.
Yeah, fuck everything you left back there because he done taken everything away from you anyway.
Lisa basically changed into whatever Simon wanted her so she could keep the peace between the two of them. That's basically what she did.
And I
mean, I
feel like a lot of women do that.
And a place to stay. What else do you need?
I mean, how many times that she's gone home during this process, any one of those times, I don't want to sound like I'm victim blaming.
No.
I just can't wrap my brain around this. You literally, I mean, most of the times you hear he's in the house with you 24/7 and he's got, like she's literally leaving the continent.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like you said, if she's that scared and like there had to be another reason, like
there
that
was.
She couldn't just stay.
There was.
Right.
We'll get there. And if you, like I told y'all earlier, if you go online, you can see video recordings of inside the apartment. You could also hear audio recordings of phone calls between the two of them. And she was always by herself.
Well, yeah, because she can't hang out with anybody because you're only allowed to look at the one.
I would have hired a body double. I would have gave someone that phone.
Yeah.
Made him run the other direction.
Cardboard cutout sitting in the apartment.
A pile of blankets.
It was him or nothing, y'all. Like, she either had to be with him or she could be doing nothing. Like, when she was back home. Yeah.
That's wild.
Especially because she was such a people person. Okay. 6 months after Christmas, June 12th, 2011, it's Lisa's 30th birthday. I don't know his exact age, but he's older than her. But I'm not thinking much. Like 35 or 38 maybe, On her 30th birthday, Lisa called her mom from a restaurant. And she told her that Simon had just proposed and now they're engaged. Ugh. Are you kidding me? If I was her mom at that point, I think I would have just had to go there. I would have had to go there.
Yeah.
Her mom didn't know what to say, obviously, because she didn't say congratulations because she didn't want Lisa marrying Simon.
But what do you say, really?
Right.
Like, we're engaged. Okay, I fucking hate him. I don't want you to be with him, but...
Simon says, marry me.
Yeah. I mean...
Her brother was worried, too, and he was shocked. Like, it came out of the blue. A few days later, that was on her birthday. A few days later...
Ew, to proposing on her birthday.
No.
It's
her day.
In a public...
I don't like that.
I don't either.
In a public place, too. So everybody's looking at you. You're in a restaurant. She'd have to say yes.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't have even made it to the restaurant.
You got me
with this dude.
fucked up.
So a few days after her birthday, she actually texted her mom. Remember, she's the one that called her mom and said they were engaged.
Right.
Texted her mom and brother and was like, why didn't y'all at least text me on my birthday to tell me happy birthday?
Oh, God.
They were both like, we did text you on your birthday to tell you happy birthday. We don't know why you didn't get the text messages.
What a bastard.
See, he knows how to delete the message.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. But how is it, like, is he holding her phone?
Probably. While they're together, he's probably holding it.
Okay.
He's her handler at this point.
Yeah, basically.
Yes. Eventually, Lisa's mom called her and she's like, is this really what you want? And Lisa replied, I think this is what I want.
You think?
I think I love him.
Ugh.
Oh.
And I wrote, think, question mark.
Bitch, you think?
So, you remember I told you that Simon liked to work out? Lisa liked to work out too. But of course, Simon wouldn't let her go to the gym.
Exactly.
He got her a personal trainer.
A female, I'm assuming.
Yes. And her name is also Lisa. So that's going to
God.
confuse the situation. Her name is Lisa Brown.
Let's give her a new name.
I'm just going to call her Trainer.
That way when he's
trainer.
having sex with the other Lisa, he can just use the same name.
I don't think he was having sex with this Lisa. But through Trainer Lisa, Lisa also met Michelle Richmond, who was like this life coach type person. And she started trusting these two ladies so much that she started telling them what was going on.
Oh, good. She's got an outlet.
Because she had nowhere else.
Well, I was thinking, He hired that bitch for
Oh.
you. He's probably paying her to.
See, I would be that
True.
one that messed up because I didn't even think about that.
Me neither.
No, but she trusted both of them. And she eventually told them that she wanted to leave Simon and that she wanted to get out of the relationship. Because she's like a prisoner.
Yeah.
Completely in her own
I feel
apartment.
like there's woman code above.
I doubt.
Who pays your check? Though.
No, because if you're getting paid a certain amount of money, I feel like I'd say anything if I was getting paid a certain amount of money. Not even gonna lie.
Well, Simon had told her at one point in time that he knew people and that he could get her family because he knew where they lived.
Oh.
So there's your answer to why she kept going back to Australia.
So he's definitely a drug dealer.
Well, I
Human
don't.
trafficker still works though.
True.
But you know what?
Organs?
He could just be fucking telling her that. He could just be
He could
saying
sell
that.
vacuums. He could
Yeah.
sell vacuums.
He could be a
Yeah.
rainbow vacuum salesman.
Oh,
All right.
they're all over the world. He may have a Canada branch.
He might have
Yeah.
a franchise. Okay. Lisa started taking a few things at a time out of the apartment and putting them in storage because she was worried that Simon would notice if a lot of things were missing at once.
Yeah.
One swoop.
Yeah. She didn't want him to become suspicious. And apparently she had tried already to leave him before, but couldn't. But this time she's determined. She's going to leave for good.
Good.
So July 2011, it's about a month after her 30th birthday. Simon left the apartment to go to the gym. Lisa put some clothes in a couple of pillowcases. This is how she would get stuff out of the house. She didn't think that missing pillowcases would raise any suspicions. So trainer Lisa would come over, get the pillowcases with the clothes. She would take them over to life coach Michelle, and Michelle would put them in storage,
Give
in a
'em to
storage
Simon.
unit.
What'd you say?
Give them to Simon. Take pictures and send them to Simon. Yeah. So unfortunately, so these two ladies were helping her. They were not reporting back to Simon.
Good.
But unfortunately, somehow Simon found out that they were helping her.
Oh, well, because they told me.
Maybe. I really don't think. I really do think there was the girl code
That
here.
they were
wanna
being nice
hope.
people.
Yeah, I want to hope
I
that.
really do think they were trying to help
Yeah.
her. So when he found out,
But he had all those cameras around his house.
right, but
Yeah.
I don't think she knew that.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. If she's
would have
passing
known,
it in
yeah.
the house,
Mm-hmm.
he would have known. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
No, that's perfect. That's a good logical
Yeah.
Yeah, I
leap
just
to
thought
make.
about it.
Okay. Simon made her in the apartment, you can see it, kneel in front of him
You got me fucked up.
and promise she would never do anything like that again. Also, he either made her or he texted trainer Lisa and Michelle.
And told him fuck off.
Yeah. I don't want to see you anymore. I don't want to be friends with you anymore. I got kicked out of my house by Simon because of y'all. You've ruined my life.
What?
I hope they
That's
know.
what the text said.
I
Well,
hope they
if
know.
she was being, if she was telling them everything, they're gonna already know that
Yeah.
that's what's up.
And he didn't kick her out of the house. He just
Right.
made her kneel
Yeah.
down and promise to never do it again. Like
Kicking
she was
her
a
out of the
slave.
house?
Anywhere near past kneel down. Fuck you. I'm not kneeling down for shit.
Well, kicking her out at the house probably would have been a blessing at this point. That's what she was
For
trying
her,
to do.
yes.
Yeah, she was trying to get out the house.
If I were trainer Lisa and Michelle, I would say, this is all bullshit, this text. Because if he
Yeah.
really did kick her out, she would call or she would
Yes,
somehow get in touch
yeah,
with one
she'd
of
need
them
to get-
too. So she'd have a place to stay.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah.
helping her.
She didn't have any other friends.
Well, at this point, Lisa finally called her mom and said, please come and get me.
Good.
Yeah. Her mom's like, okay, I'll let me scramble, get a flight. And Lisa goes, nope. I'm going to book the flight for you. I'll give you the details when I get them. And just hang tight. A few evenings later, she called her mom. She was crying. Her mom tried to settle her down. She's like, I don't care what happens. Grab your purse and leave.
Leave now.
Don't worry about any of your stuff. I mean, can you imagine being that far away from your daughter and not being able?
To go get her.
Yes.
I would have been on the next flight out.
Yeah. Or I would
would've
have at
slept-
least sent Jason.
I would have fucking slept in the street until somebody could come and get me. Again, we did not find ourselves we would not have found ourselves in this situation.
No, hell no.
So her mom, that call, she didn't want to hang up. She wanted to stay on the phone with her, but finally they had to hang up, and she's like, call me first thing in the morning, which the following morning is July 30th, 2011. Simon wakes up. He goes to the computer. I didn't tell y'all this little tidbit. Somewhere in there, Lisa, I guess maybe after she called her mom or before she called her mom, had gone to his computer and could see stuff that he was doing. I'll tell you what it is in a bit. But she changed the password.
That's my girl.
So he got up the next morning and he's like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Lisa rules 1, 2, 3.
Yep. And she made it clear that she had changed the password.
Good.
And she made it
Own that
clear
shit.
that they had to have trust and that there's no trust. And she got her purse and she headed for the door, just like her mom told her to do.
Good.
Simon rushed up behind her. She was screaming. She got out into the hallway. Remember, it's a high-rise apartment complex. She was banging on a neighbor's door, but by the time the neighbor got to the door, Simon had already dragged her back into their apartment. And I'm not lying to you when I say you can see on video in the hallway him grabbing her, putting his hand over her mouth, and dragging her
my God.
back into the apartment. A minute later, Lisa's body was lying on the sidewalk. She had fallen
God.
15 stories from her apartment to the sidewalk.
Fallen.
Simon rushed to the elevator, but then he stopped. Then he went back to his apartment. He changed his shirt. Then he went back to the elevator, went down to the ground floor, and went to Lisa's body. I'm not worried about changing my shirt.
Yeah, but
He had to have blood or something, or like.
And
I wanted to make sure
something
he looked good
incriminating.
for the cameras when.
And I don't know the answer to that because I
reporters came out.
I never found out why he needed to change his shirt. So
She must have like ripped it or bit him or
something.
Or that was
blood.
his house shirt and he couldn't go outside in his house
yeah.
shirt.
Did he put his grocery shoes on? Or, like,
Right. Crocs or Nikes? Which one?
So
shit kickers.
Yeah.
when the police pull up, he rushes to the police.
Of course.
And starts trying to tell his whole, rendition of the whole. Mm-hmm. He said that Lisa had become hysterical, had climbed over the rail, and had slipped. And he tried, but he couldn't save her. And unfortunately, a police officer had to tell Lisa's mom that her daughter was dead. And all her mom kept saying was, he killed her.
Yeah.
He killed her. He killed her over and over. Well, initially, Simon was not arrested.
Right.
Okay. But thank the Lord for this man named Joshua who came forward and went to the police
Good.
and told them he was in the park that morning. And he heard a woman screaming and a man yelling. Mm-hmm. Joshua looked up when he heard the screaming and yelling, and he sees a man holding something with his arms outstretched. The man pitched the object over the rail. The object was black. Mm-hmm. She was wearing black clothes, and it was Lisa.
Oh my God.
So he literally had her in his arms and threw her
Oh my God.
over. Could you imagine? So when the police hear this, they're like, we need to search the apartment. Mm-hmm. They go to the apartment. That's when they find the cameras.
Yep.
And that's when... Wait a minute. They also find out that Lisa's phone and her computer had spyware installed.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
how she knew. That's how he knew.
So
That's
this is
it
the
right
stuff.
there.
Remember I told you she went and looked at his computer? So she knows all the stuff I'm about to tell you when
Found it all out in one.
she changed the
one fell
password.
swoop.
Yeah. So he's been tracking her calls, her texts, listening to calls,
Oh.
reading texts,
What the?
reading emails. He knew everywhere she went,
That's how.
everything.
I told you. He had Life 360 on her.
Yep. And the police found the cameras, and he didn't just put them inside. There was one in the hallway. That's how we got the video footage
Right.
of her
Yeah.
being, y'all, pinhole in the wall, like teeny tiny little pinhole.
That's
In
so much-
2011,
yeah.
that's wild.
That's so much work to put all that shit in, too.
Well, also, you were talking about, even if he saw her going around the apartment with pillowcases, he could now see trainer Lisa coming to the door
Yeah.
in the hallway and taking the pillowcases away.
Yep.
Yeah.
So everything. Okay. Oh, and they pulled up the video footage from the hallway at 9:55 a.m. and that's where they saw him dragging
out,
her
yeah.
back into the apartment. Yeah. So he's charged with murder.
Yeah.
Good.
Simon was found guilty of Lisa's murder, and a few months after that, he received 26 years in jail. Now, remember, if you've listened to the podcast, other countries are much more forgiving
Yes.
than we are here. Because here you would have got life without
Yep.
parole. He got 26 years, but had to do 18, then could be eligible for parole. Wow. Yeah, 18. For throwing somebody off a balcony.
Right.
That's wild.
Oh, guess what? He had a criminal past.
Of course he did.
Oh, that's why he didn't leave the country. He couldn't.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, here's some of the shit he did before. Biting off part of a policeman's ear.
Hey,
Ugh.
Mike Tyson.
That's right. Punching a man while he was being held down by other people. Receiving... Mic check.
Sorry.
Oh, that
That's
loaded
okay.
tea is doing the job.
Receiving stolen property and selling cocaine.
Drug dealer.
This dude is all the shitty things.
Where's the kidney? Where's the kidney?
Yeah, he's a con man. He's a drug dealer, domestic abuser, murderer. He's everything.
Spy.
He's fuck all the things. Mm-hmm. But something did come out of all of this, and you can go on Facebook. Her family made a foundation in Lisa Harnum's name to support families of domestic abuse.
That's good.
So that's important. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, they said that they want to keep telling her story because they want the awareness out
Yeah.
there. They want people
Yeah.
to do something. They want that's the story. Of
Even
poor
just to make people
Lisa.
aware of it, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, and like we were talking earlier, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? I think it's definitely one of those things. If you haven't experienced
Right.
it, you don't know
Right.
why.
I agree.
And you're not asking like, oh, you could have just done this. It's not always that simple.
Never. So she really thought he could go get her family in Canada
Yeah.
and that she was doing this to save her family.
It just blows my mind how she was going to marry this guy and didn't know what the fuck he did.
Yeah. Okay, so I went to 9news.com.au. It's an Australian website. Discovery Plus Web of Lies. I watched. Okay, I'm going to hold a picture up. So this is Lisa and Simon. Let's see, camera. Okay, I want y'all to notice in this picture, she's got a pretty probably dress on, necklace. She's got her makeup on.
That's the crimson chin right there.
She's smiling.
I didn't even notice that till you said it.
What?
That's
Crimson
the crimson
chin.
chin.
What's the crimson chin?
It's a
Butt chin.
cartoon.
Oh.
I'm fairly
Was that
odd
Timmy
parents.
Thomas?
Yes.
Timmy Taylor?
Timmy Thomas.
Timmy Taylor? Was it Taylor?
Turner.
Turner.
Timmy Thomas.
Fairly Odd Parent. Okay, so here's another picture I wanted to show y'all. Thank you, Dalton.
Crimson chin.
Here's another picture. Now,
He kind of looks like Richard Gere.
Her eyebrows are so long.
they're so pretty.
Yeah.
Look at this picture of her, y'all. She's got a scarf around her neck. She's wearing black. She's not wearing makeup. She's not smiling. He's got a big ass grin on. Oops, I'm
we
so
lost
sorry.
it.
Got it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm too old to bend over.
Got it.
Okay. That kind of to me, I don't know when those pictures are taken, but that kind of to me look like before and after. You know what I mean? Like beginning of the relationship with Simon, after Simon's wrath.
You can even tell like by their body language. Like in this one, they're close
Yes.
to each other.
Well, she's happy to be there, and now it's kind of like,
And now she's like, just take the damn picture.
yeah,
Yeah.
hurry up because I don't want to have to be next to you much longer.
Yeah.
So,
Poor
all right.
thing.
You know, we got to end on some funny stuff.
Let's get to the funny. That's super sad, though.
The fact that she died, I was hoping that the whole time I was researching it that she would come out of this.
Some way, somehow, she'd
Yes,
get out of it.
I was hoping.
Can you imagine your last? Well, no, but like you're being held on the balcony,
No. That-
like
You're in someone's
fuck?
arms and they're about to throw you over.
Yeah.
Like, mentally, I can't wrap my brain around that. I would be screaming, which that's what attracted the attention of the guy in the park. Thank God. So, all right, here we go. I have been, and last time you were here, Kyrstin, I forgot to add on something funny.
Yeah, you did no funny.
So we're in the process of doing crazy laws that are still on the books in different states. And I'm going in alphabetical order. So we're at Delaware, and they only have a couple. Delaware prohibits horse racing of any kind on Good Friday and Easter Sunday. In Delaware, it is illegal to get married on a dare.
Well, that's no fun.
I mean, thank God they don't have that in Vegas, because I bet you that happens.
Yep.
Okay, D.C. In Washington, D.C., it is illegal to post notice in public which calls another person a coward or refusing to accept a challenge to a duel.
Well, that's probably because all the politicians.
Well, the duel, that obviously goes way, way back.
Yeah.
Are we talking like jousting duel?
Yes.
Or like
no, like a
around gun duel.
The gun.
Yeah,
back
like
to
are
back,
we 20 paces?
10 paces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how many paces.
It's also in D.C. unlawful for small boys, I guess if you're big, you can, for small boys to throw stones at any time and at any place.
What the fuck?
Yep.
If you're husky, you're fine.
Yeah. Let them stocky boys do it.
They know actually how to throw one.
Yeah.
Okay, and also it's a crime to give a false weather report in D.C.
Well, we get that shit 24/7 around here.
I mean, don't we
It's
always say...
ridiculous.
if I
Literally, weather reports are false.
Yeah, it's not going to rain today. 5 seconds later.
So I feel like, we always say...
No chance of rain as it's raining.
Yeah, fuck you, weather
If I were
people.
as wrong at my job as the weatherman
Dude.
is, I'd be fired,
I wish I could be as wrong at my job as the weatherman.
Yeah.
Okay, the next state is Florida. I'm only going to give you a few because there are so many.
I feel like Florida Man is the reason they have so many, though.
I agree. In Sarasota, it is illegal to sing in a public place while wearing a swimsuit.
What the fuck?
You're a whore.
In Florida?
Sarasota, Florida.
Tell Heidi not to go to... Heidi, I'm telling you. Don't go to Sarasota. You won't be able to sing with your swimsuit.
A special law prohibits unmarried women from parachuting on Sunday, or she shall risk arrest, fine, and or jail.
Where the fuck where the fuck does this shit even come from?
All the single ladies.
So no bachelorette
All the
sorry,
single
yeah,
ladies.
sorry, you can't do that today. Come back Monday.
It's got to...
fuck?
So are these laws just like stuff they're like, we'll just keep
Might
it.
as
It's funny.
well.
It's funny.
Well, I think, they make these laws sometimes in the old days for whatever reason,
then
and they just never take them off
They
the
just
books.
keep them.
Just in case.
They're funny.
Okay, this is the last one I'm going to do. This one is in Tampa Bay. And I don't know how you can enforce this. Florida law prohibits rats from leaving the ships docked in Tampa Bay. So I guess they'll arrest the rats if they leave the ship.
They have a prison full of rats.
Yeah, it's a
somewhere in
rat
Tampa
trap.
Bay.
When you dock your boat, they all just funnel into a trap.
Fucking what the fuck?
That's weird.
Thank you, ladies,
Yes, ma'am.
for being here and doing this with me.
Thanks for having us.
And gentleman behind the camera, Dalton, who's giving me the stank eye
and the
because
finger.
And the bird.
And gave you the
because
finger.
I did not, number one, acknowledge he was camera switching for us today, and number two, I appreciate you
I know,
so
he was
much.
sitting over
I'm
there
your
salty.
Salty ass motherfucker
Pay no attention to the man behind,
behind the camera.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, son. He
Thank
shook
you,
his
son.
head and flipped me off
Yep.
again.
I like you. You're a good looking cameraman. Best one I've ever seen.
If y'all enjoyed that story, please go to Patreon/grits and help the show out. We are actually all wearing new headphones today because the ones that I had before, the little rubber stuff inside was peeling off and sticking to everybody's ears. So it was time to get new ones.
Dalton called her cheap. That's what happened.
Yeah, he shamed.
Did you say Dollar Tree earlier?
That's what he told her.
He was like, "Why you got these Dollar General headphones?"
She got peer pressured.
I was.
But
I
I'm
was
appreciative
shamed.
of it because these are like just little clouds on my
Yeah,
ear.
they're nice and fluffy.
Good.
Yeah.
I was shamed into
Dollar
buying.
Tree has stepped up their game.
Yep.
These are definitely not Dollar Tree.
You went to Walmart?
No, these are Amazon.
Nice.
5-star
Went
ratings.
to Walmart.
I wonder if Dollar Tree even has headphones.
Oh,
They do.
Heck yeah.
Do they? Okay. I know they have earbuds.
Dollar Tree has headphones, and you know how I know? Because these fucking kids need headphones for school, and every other month, I need new headphones.
Well,
Okay,
maybe
Dollar
if you
Tree, that's
stop
where your ass
buying
is
them
going.
from Dollar Tree, they
That's
wouldn't
where
need
your
them
ass
every
is
other
going.
month.
Dollar Tree.
All right, y'all. I love y'all, and thank y'all for doing this. And we're going to let Zydeco Mike take us out.